81, divide that by 12.
6.75.
All right, so 6 feet, 6 feet 9 inches is from base to the top of the leg.
Gotcha. And we can do our PVC.
And the PVC will
go right here from
right through that.
Yep,
all the way.
Exactly. Like, and we don't need to go all the way out here to the end. We can go to where we need to, just like right there. We just got to create that front facade. We can definitely get that out of that thick scrap in the back for sure. Then
and it needs to stand basically 2 of those.
We should just worry about just the disc and then this toe part. We can
so
just add on.
the circle needs to be
and the bump
2 foot 3 inches long.
Okay.
Needs to stand 1.5 foot.
T-bar in the back, a bar that comes and connects the 2 legs in the back here, but also with a joint that comes out forward here.
Yep. And then there'll be a piece inside this that comes this way and drops down and shoots up.
Yep.
To support the head.
Exactly.
And we'll make it so that we can turn the head.
That's essentially it, though. It's a tripod with a horn, is what we're making.
Yeah. When you walk into Home Depot, the very first thing you have to do is go to the 70% off bed. 70% off.
Okay, 6 foot, 7 foot right there. So 9 inches, 81.
When you're picking out foam, for us, the key is to find damaged foam. Something that they'll hopefully give us that 70% off on. WarWolf projects would go bankrupt if we paid full price for everything.
I was thinking we should do maybe 1/2 inch for the top piece. Might be 1, more cost efficient, and 2, lighter weight.
Much lighter weight. Try it.
I say we do that.
The full square is a 4x8 sheet of foam. But this is one piece of foam. Every single thing that's in here got cut out and then glued to turn into this. So before I even cut the foam on this, I draw it out on paper so we can get the maximum use of foam. Every individual piece, then we can glue it together. So we got to do that with this foam.
Welcome to WarWolf East. This is my garage. So we've got a bunch of our old props stored here. I got some more storage outside too. So pretty much almost all of our props we store here because I've got the room. I'm trying to get everything pretty much pre-constructed and ready to piece together. So we want to get all these down to the shapes they need to be. And that's our game plan.
These leg pieces have, each piece is shaped, they're all shaped differently. So that's what we're doing, is shaping these pieces so they can get glued together.
Thing we do is we use skewers to keep the foam sticking together. So when we start to glue or start piecing it together, we at least get a concept and an idea of what it's actually going to look like before we make like the glue permanent and everything like that. So this is always like our temporary fix too. If something happens to break, we just go ahead and skewer it back together, and it typically holds.
And we want this to be straight, or maybe just slightly.
I wanted it slightly up,
Okay,
just because it gives that balance perception. Because if it's 100% perpendicular, it's not going to look right.
This needs to be at the 9-inch mark.
Right there. Go to the lowest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is basically what we end up with, just a bunch of different colored lines. Yellow lines are areas where another piece of foam are actually going to be glued into that spot to raise it up. Pink lines are lines that are going to get cut out. You can just go down the line here and you can see all the different detail that has been drawn on. All different size circles. When it comes to drawing circles, especially if we're in a hurry and they don't have to be an exact specific size, just something general. I mean, we use stuff like, you know, a can of soup. This allows us to have this little circle or this big circle. You know, anything that we can find in the shop that can just give us a quick, easy circle. And then we just save those things so that we can use them to draw onto the scrap foam that will ultimately get glued in these spots. And then it's just a matter of cutting it out and gluing it on. How do you enjoy working with WarWolf? Why are you here?
There's something extremely satisfying about watching our creation come alive. From just blank, obviously, as you can see, just blank pieces of foam into what it's going to be the final product. It's really satisfying. And we get to, you know, flex the creative juices and, you know, get to hang out with some fun creative friends as well. And just watching the progression as you go is really, really something special to, you know, to share with the next generation, you know, and hopefully inspire them to, you know, work with the hands a little bit, get out and make some cool stuff.
I'm carving out feet. We're doing rough cuts right now, and then we're going to sand it all down. We're going to make it look all good. That was a good one. I went right to the edge perfectly. I am working on this body part of the ATST. It is going to hold the neck and everything, so we're adding detail work. So we carved out some gears on the side here, some smaller details we got glued on all here. So we're rocking and rolling here, and I couldn't be more happy about it.
So we sanded down the feet and they came out pretty good, real smooth and round. It took forever. It was like, I've probably been working on this for like 2.5 hours. And I think that we're at a stopping point with it. Once it gets painted, I think it's gonna look a ton better. And look at this mess. This is the story of our lives. This will end up everywhere. It'll be in our house, it'll be on our pets. Such is life. We are in the last process of painting, and as soon as the base gray gets on everything, then we just sort of blast it with some green and black spray paint to make it look weathered, and hopefully we'll be able to do another test setup before we're done today. Tape them down.
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea.
So they're not
Not flopping
bouncing.
around.
It's ATST walker from Star Wars.
Really?
Yeah, we're installing it in a movie theater for
Really?
the opening of their
Oh,
of
no
the new
way.
Star Wars this weekend.
You guys the ones that made it?
Yeah,
Holy cow.
we build all sorts of stuff like this for movie theater lobbies. And
Really? That's sick.
It's just kind of a hobby that turned into a business.
That's awesome.
What we're doing right now is the absolute worst part of what we do. Transporting this in the back of my pickup truck, trying to get it strapped down so it's safe. The straps eat into the foam, and then I'm going to be on the highway going, 55 to 60 miles an hour, which is way under the speed limit, but the wind can just do so much damage to the foam. It's a very nerve-wracking drive from Aurora all the way back to Littleton with this thing in the back of my truck.
This is the lobby at the Alamo Draft House, Littleton. Follow me. I want to show you kind of what we do and where everything usually ends up. This corner right over here is kind of like our focus point when we bring in installations. And what we're doing this upcoming weekend is this is where we're going to put that ATST walker if it fits, and that's kind of the issue. What we've done, we started relatively small with our installations, but as we have progressed, so has the size of the projects that we've done. And it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna go almost to the roof, the ceiling up in here. So we're either gonna put that right here, or where we've had some of our other projects, it's just gonna completely fill up the interior and the center of the lobby section right here. So as you can see, we definitely have a lot of room to work with, and we transform this area to fit the releases for the movies.
One of the things about WarWolf projects, when we do stuff for the Alamo Draft House, is there's always a deadline. And the deadline was today. We call this D-Day. The day that we have to set everything up in the lobby. We have limited time to do it. The movie theater opens in a couple hours.
Yeah, like 2 hours.
So we have to get everything up, get the trees, get everything decorated perfectly, and
That's clean up and everything too. So we got to be making this lobby look pristine before we leave. Cranking it out.
here we go. This is about 15 minutes worth of work, not even, and the majority of it's already coming together. We really built this thing to come up and come down as quickly as possible.
All right, so we're here at Alamo Draft House down in Littleton. We seem to be having a really great response. Everybody seems to really love it. We've got people from the 501st Legion over here. They're all out here. They're taking pictures with all the people that are coming in, and they're taking pictures with us, and it's been a great time.
With everything that we've done for the Alamo Draft House in the past year, this is getting the best response. Being able to hang out down here tonight when so many Star Wars fans are coming into the venue and getting their pictures taken with it, it's just really gratifying for me and Shawn to be able to just kind of stand aside and see people enjoying it. It just feels really good to accomplish something like this. 5 to 6 weeks worth of work, and this is what it comes to, and it's wonderful.
Bye.